Pandalela, welcome to BFM Spotlight. Now, you don't need any introduction. We all know who you are from your Olympic medal win. But you came from very humble beginnings. Your dad is a daily labourer. He earns about 45 ringgit a day. Tell us what your childhood in Bau was like.
When I was a child, I was in Bau. That's my hometown. So as a child, I was very active, very naughty, and I get along with guys.
Oh, active and naughty in what way? Tomboy, is it?
It's kinda like that. Yeah.
So at 7, you went into sports school? At what age did you go into sports school?
I was picked by the state coach
Mm-hmm.
in primary school. That time I was 8 years old.
8 years old. Okay, so how did you get into diving? Because I understand before you joined the sports school or before your coach picked you, you had no diving experience.
I have no idea about diving at all.
Okay.
Then after I go to the swimming pool, and then the coach teach us learn how to swimming and dive. That's when I only get a clue on that.
And your family, when they found out that you had to go to KL to go to the sports school, how did they react? I mean, were your parents scared? You know, you are young and leaving home.
I get invite later by the national team when I was 14. So I went there when I was 14 now. And then my parents they support me because it's not a chance that will come every day.
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm also homesick, but then there's a sense of relief because I don't have to be controlled by my parents anymore.
Yeah, freedom, right?
Yeah,
Teenager.
freedom. Yeah.
So when you're homesick, what are you homesick for? Is it homesick for family, or are you homesick for your hometown?
Homesick for my mom's cook.
Oh, okay, for home food lah.
Yeah,
Okay.
because it's hard to find food here in.
Yeah, nothing is like mom's cooking,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. So let's talk a bit about the Olympics now. When you were training for the Olympics, what was that like? How many hours
It's
did you
very
train?
tense. It's very intensive training and very hard because coach also have their burdens on their head, and we also have our own goals to achieve. So everyone was very stressful, and it's a hectic training for us before the Olympics. Yeah.
So when you were stressed, what did you do to unwind?
When I stress, I will listen to music or go and watch movie.
K-pop.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you were training, and that was very intensive training for the Olympics,
Yes.
who was your inspiration? I mean, do you have a favorite athlete that you look up to?
Yeah. One of them is Dato' Lee Chong-wei. Yeah, because before the Olympic, he suffered an injury, his ankle, but he still continued to train despite all of the critics coming in, all of the people is questioning his ability. But then he just take them very easy, and then just training, even it's just a light training, but he still can maintain his performance, and then did a great job in Olympics. Yeah.
Did you go and watch that game?
No, I don't have a chance to watch because my teammates have events on that day, and then we have to go and cheer for them. But we cheer for him on the TV.
Yeah. Like everyone else, we were all
Yeah.
watching. So you said that Dato' Lee Chong-wei goes through a lot of has critics, and he has a lot of pressure on him. Do you feel the same way? Like, do people put a lot of pressure on you? Do you feel like people criticize you and your performance?
In diving, there's not much. What to say?
Pressure.
Not
so much.
Not many people look up to diving
Oh, okay.
before the Olympic Games, other than bicycle and badminton. So we feel more relaxed bit. Yeah.
But now it's different because now you won the medal. Everyone's going to be hoping that diving is going to be a big sport for the next one.
Yeah, they look up for us most of the time, and then hope that we can be better, and then have a great result in the next competition.
So for Rio, for the Olympics at Rio, what's your target? Are
My
you hoping to
target-
get a gold for Malaysia?
Of course, who doesn't want a goal? Right? It's
So
like
do you think you can get it?
it's like every athlete's dream, man.
Do you think you can get it? Do you think you can get a gold?
I really wanted gold, but there's the success and also the goals not come easy. So you have to train very, very hard, and I hope I can train very hard and improve a lot in these 4 years before that Olympic.
Okay. Well, what I wanted to know also is when you are at the Olympics, when you're on that, you're walking up the stairs and going to the dive bar, right? Tell us what you're thinking about. What goes through your mind?
I just think about the dive that I want to perform.
Okay. So you're going through the technical things in your mind.
Yeah, and then all of the visualization, like the coach advice what should I do before and after the dive, and then that's what I'm thinking about.
Do you have a lucky charm? Any something that you do before? Do you say a prayer? Anything?
Yeah, I said my prayer, and then think about my family before I dive. Yeah.
That's nice. Okay, so I just wanted to ask you, the National Sports Institute CEO, Datuk Dr. Ramlan Abdul Aziz, he made a comment during the Olympics, and he said that the Malaysian athletes that were there who complained of nervousness and panic was because they lacked mental strength. What do you think about that?
Yeah, most of athletes, especially Malaysian athletes, we didn't get much, how to say,
Training?
no,
Support?
not training, like competition.
Oh, okay.
Less experience.
No experience in competition.
Yeah,
okay.
less experience in competition that's make us our mental not that high.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in a sport like diving or in a competition like the Olympics, do you think it's more about your natural ability, your natural skill, or is it more about training and experience in competition?
It's not only about talent. It's all about the hard work.
Okay.
Yeah, because certain success that doesn't come easy without hard work.
Okay. So what happens now that you've won the gold and then you got the fame, right? So now you're quite famous, so people recognize you on the street, you come to the studio and pass your autograph.
Yeah.
How do you handle the fame after the Olympics?
I just take it easy and enjoying it while it lasts. Yeah.
Enjoying Do you ever think about giving up? Like, because the training is so hard, do you ever think about, I want to just enjoy life as a teenager?
Most of the time.
You do?
Yeah, like before the Olympics.
Okay.
It's like because it's very, very hard for me. And then sometimes I train very bad. Then coach scold me.
Yeah.
And then,
You have down when you feel down.
feel down. But then one thing that keep me going on is to make my family proud. Yeah, and then to create my name in Malaysian history. That's what made me go for it.
So you keep going because of that. But you've sacrificed so much of your time with your family, your friends. Do you have a boyfriend? Or is that for later? Focus on sports first.
I do have a boyfriend.
Oh, you do? Okay. So how do you keep the relationship going? Because you're training so much.
Yeah, sometimes I also let go of my all of my frustrating mind on him. Then,
So he supports you, right?
yeah, he supports me. Like sometimes I let go of my tension on him also. Yeah.
Is he also an athlete? Does he understand?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That's important. Okay, so I'm just gonna wrap up. You can't be a national diver forever. So what do you see yourself doing in 20 years down the road? I mean, do you still want to be in sports, or do you want to do something else?
Maybe I will do something that will give benefit to this sport, especially diving. Yeah.
Okay, so you want to keep in diving?
Yeah, I want to keep it. I still want to keep in touch with diving because that's my passion.
Wonderful. Thank you so much for being on BFM Spotlight. It's been really nice talking to you.
Thank you.